look like bullshit. I don't care. You know what's more bullshit than my face? It's my dad's. Dad. I wish I have two dads. I mean, like my biological dad and stepdad. You know, my parents' marriage isn't exactly the best, but also my mom never can leave him because she doesn't work. She glued to him, and she's like a pygmy. I know a pygmy before I understand a pygmy before I even learn anything. And that's why my dad is a narcissist, but my mom also covered narcissist to me. Like she's always siding with my dad. Like I'm the Meg of the family guy, you know. I'm being the punching bag, the scapegoat, so that they can get along together. But even though back then, there's time when my mom's crying so much like this right now. Well, I guess she's not crying because she's old now, but back then she's still kind of young. It's because no matter what my mom does, it's never enough for my dad. Remember our narcissist? Yeah, and I'm now, gosh, every time it's like this, it's black. And now I'm like, yeah, I understand why I'm always like inclined to like men the same as my dad, because I guess that is like the trauma. Like I know that some part of my brain is broken. That's why, I mean, if healthy people, you know, narcissistic men, they're leaving them away because there's no point. Nothing you ever do it will be enough. And fucking man, if you don't want to support a family, I mean like to have stay at home wife, then don't look for stay at home wife. I know, right? It's simple, but it's not that simple because many men they think, hey, I can be a dad, I can be a man of the family, but they actually doesn't really want, because they being the man of the family, then fuck, there's the man of another family, and then they resent their wives just because they're not working when they are the ones who's, you know, wanting that at first, and then everything is complicated. I mean, my mom and my dad, they both have the same degree. It's not like me, where I was like, so I'm just mad at my dad and then I ruined my life. Why the fuck I'm doing that? Well, back then my brain is not working that much. And now he's like, well, I want to divorce you. And then, like, of course, that that thing alone is like putting my mom so down, because, well, she was being stay-at-home mom forever, and like that she never worked at all. Like that also like the disadvantage when you are giving up any job before you even have a job, when you actually can have a job, like being reliable to men so much. But also that is the kind of bullshit that been spewed to brainwash religious people. Well, I don't want to say it's just Muslim, but many another religious people also like that. Like man is the breadwinner, and then women, they stay at home looking for the kids. But then when you marry narcissistic men who actually they don't want to be the breadwinner, I mean, well, they don't have a choice. They do that, but they resent their family because they think they have it so easy. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know if you can understand it well. I don't care. Sue me, that kind of patriarchal man. Fuck them. I mean, of course, if you're like responsible man that will forever love your wife until the death do you part, do you, yeah, in the good and the bad times, then you're very unicorn. But most of the men is like every time they're already being a man of the house, and then They're actually want to looking for some other wife because their wife is now ugly at home, like it's not pretty like before. Yeah, of course, because you don't give her the treatment. I mean, the money to take care of herself. Back then, before my mom married to my dad, she's so pretty. She by no all means she doesn't live like me because she was born like my grandma, still even richer, still than my dad ever could be. But then she chose love, whatever the fuck love means. Well, because my dad is a narcissistic, remember? The love bombing, well, I can imagine that. Back then, actually, my mom already betrothed, not betrothed, what's that? Like, she, she was about to engage to someone else because, like, somebody else from my grandma, she's looking for the man, of course, that is, has a job already and living comfortably. But my mom doesn't want that because, well, yeah, I don't know, because she's always living the comfortable life. I guess that's fucking stupid decision. And then, yeah, she married my dad. That has nothing. His family is not the same. Also, like not my family, like my mom's family. He's so stingy because he has nothing much at all, and he's kind of lazy. I mean, well, he's kind of live by life, and I don't mind that whatever. Back then, because I'm not that hungry like this right now. Well, you're supposed to have your own money by now. Of course, I understand that. Don't you think I understand that? But do you know, not that only he's fucking annoying, he's also limiting all my fucking doing because he's fucking religious. The only thing that is religious actually my dad. My mom doesn't come from that crazy religious family. But of course, when he's being with him, she's changed gradually. She resents me. Back then, the only one that resents me is my dad because he probably sees the wild mind of me. That I always confront the bullshit. And then, yeah, everything that I do like is a fucking nuisance, and also like it's prohibited thing to do because you're a woman. Well, I've told about this, fuck, blah blah blah. Some people probably like, you exaggerating this. I'm not. Well, you don't come from the family that fucking religious then, because my side of dad is that kind of thing. I mean that they have been religious for so long. Well, but my dad's kind of hypocrite though. Even though he's religious, back then she's still like listening to music so much. But then now he's old, and then I'm the one who's into the music. He's always fucking hell, turn the fuck music down, when he's always like listening to that music, the same music he was listening when I was still 3. I still remember, but he's changing into more and more religious. This is like why I don't like religion at all. It changed people for the worse. Also, because in my, I don't have the choice. Religion, I don't even want to say the name, it's kinda risky. They hate music because it's like a form of, you know, enjoying this world too much. It makes you forget about the God. Well, everything is not about allowed, because every arts, especially I told you, done by the woman. And some people on the internet like, well, you're so pretty, you can just go casting and then got some rules. What the fuck you're talking about? Well, maybe when I was still young. It's hard now when I'm old. Like, of course, I mean, if I started to be a dancer when I was still at young age, there's so many opportunities. Actually, my dancing teachers sad to see me go. But of course, my dad always yapping and like literally punishing me physically if I doing something that he doesn't like to. And do you know, back then My dad also said about divorce, but it's not happening. But then he brought me to his kind of lover at at work like this. This is what happened. I already understand about cheating, and he even brought me to fucking his girlfriend. So she was like so beautiful. Of course, she's working like my dad, like co-partner at work, like this. And men usually fell into their work partner because he understand that he doesn't have to give the money to her because he can do it by herself. Then why the fuck this kind of man looking for a woman that doesn't have job to be wife? Oh yeah, but back then my fucking dad was handsome. My mom is even more prettier. Where do you think I'm getting this kind of face? Probably my mom just like my dad because of his face. Well, so that's why I don't really like beautiful people until I know. I mean, until I'm sure that they are kind, because I've done enough that kind of bullshit. I don't care. And of course, if you're not even, oh, it's the worst thing. If you're not beautiful, then you're not kind. Then oh fuck, go the fuck away. But if you're like, it's okay if you don't. I mean, people say you're ugly, but your heart is pretty. I'm more interested in that kind of people because my dad, my mom's are the kind of pretty people. I mean, to hear standard, I'm not. Well, because it's my dad hair. But if my dad has long hair, of course, but he's like man, like he doesn't grow longer hair. That's why he's gonna still pretty. I mean, handsome. Even all my fucking friends back then, hey, your dad is so young. Is it you're really your dad back then? He's so handsome because the nose. Fuck, I hate this nose. Yeah, because there's my kind of nose. I told you it's not like all people here have this kind of nose unless they have surgery maybe. But I'm naturally born with that because of my dad. Oh, many women also likes him. So yeah, it's just like he's this big-headed man. Look, there's many women like. Of course, if my mom still pretty like when she was young and still able to afford all that skincare when that bought from her parents, my mom actually very pretty. She's ugly when she was with my dad. Then she loved him so much. Yeah, even she always making fun of me. That too, but that's why it's like my parents are narcissistic. Always making fun of me that I'm strange, blah blah blah. Fuck them. Sometimes, but I like this. I feel sad for her, but lol, she doesn't even feel sad about me at all. If she can hurt me too, so that the relationship between her and him going well, she will. Yeah, the ultimate pick me. She never take my side anymore. Only when I was a kid, but then she knows she cannot do that because she doesn't work. And like everything that is, the one who holds the power is the one who bring the money on the table, bring the breads on the table. Sorry, whatever you call it, and then it creates power imbalance. But then that's what the court wants. Fucking hell. Now I'm fucking stuck. I don't even work. I don't even have husband. Like I'm totally useless in their eyes. Oh, probably my dad actually think I can beg rich people. Well, I can if he let me back then to explore, but he doesn't even. He just, I don't know what he even fucking think. He just want to force marriage me. Yeah, but back then I escaped that. Not escaping. Well, who wants to marry a fucking disbeliever and crazy? Well, that kind of thing is the same thing, even though it's not. It's so pretty, but yeah. My life is, I just want to like get the fuck away. Even back then, it's always like that. He's so selfish. Oh, and but actually, my dad, my life isn't like always like this. I told you back then it's kind of good, but even though it's kind of good, I mean slightly good, not that good. He has multiple lovers, women. That's why the money actually when if he's not being that fucking reckless and fucking stupid, my family, my mom already should have a shop. I mean, so she can make her own money selling something. But my dad, of course, when he has much more money than he used to have, he gave it to another woman. Yeah, and do you know what his excuses, like the justification, is because he lives far away. I mean, like next, another, another province, another city. It doesn't make excuses. He can just come home, but he chooses to spend money to another woman. Men always like that. Yeah, when you have money, you can you they think they can have another woman. Well, it's true, but what? How much money do you have? Fuck, fuck him. And people say, what the fuck? You're so materialistic, gold digger. Well, because I've been living this kind of life, I'm just talking about reality. I don't care if you can afford another wife, but he by all means he cannot. He just give us enough money. I have three sisters. I mean, with me. Back then I was still, of course, younger, not independent entirely to him. Even though still now, not entirely. I mean, I have a job. It's just not like full-time job. That's why fucking hell I'm sad. He has so many lovers and he has the audacity to give me his used phones. When his used phone, he forgot to delete all the fucking nasty pictures of his lovers. I mean, I'm always mixing the pronouns because my brain is just so tired. Like it's not only his lover. Like there's him and her doing fucking, yeah, you know what, this video, like making porno. Fuck him. If he wants to give me the phone, at least like deleting all the fucking bullshit first. Yeah, because he forgot. Probably he's already done that too much. And I told that to my mom. Do you know my mom? She doesn't even want to believe me. I always make men with she, women with he. She doesn't even want to hear me, and she said, well, whatever. I guess actually she heard, but also like, what else can she do? Because she doesn't even work. But that is so sad. Yeah. Well, of course, it's hard to work if you never work, especially in this country. It's fucking impossible, I guess. But she can just, back then she's still pretty, just left him and then marry someone else. I wish I have stepdad though. Well, at least I can say if he doesn't love me, well, it's my stepdad. Of course, he doesn't love me, even though my real dad, biological dad, never loved me. and and people say you don't know, broken home. Well, my home is not broken. I mean, in paper it's not, but in real life it's actually, yes. It's just in paper it's still together. My dad never been faithful. My mom always faithful. Well, she has no choice. Also, yeah, because of his fucking craziness, silliness, she's just aging so much. Yeah, why would I want this kind of slap of reality is what I need. Kinda fall in always human like my dad, because I thought love is always have to be obtained, like it shouldn't be easy, when actually the real love it should be easy. I mean, well, it's not always easy, but it shouldn't be that hard. If you love each other, you make way to each other, you work together, figure things out. Yeah, of course it's hard if the man is lying or lying if that they wanna fucking stay at home wife, and actually they just want to be seen as provider, even though they actually resent the act of providing. Because why the fuck they cheat and then hurt women like that, like saying you never do anything at home when my mom doing all at home. I mean, cleaning, and yeah, you're doing stay at home mom things, and of course I'm also doing my shit. My mom will be furious. It's not that I always doing my shit since I was a kid actually. Yeah, but my mom actually kind of lazy though, not really good stay at home mom. I'm already independent. It's just, yeah, in terms of chores, but not in real life. Not having real job, I wish, because I have fucked up my life so bad. And maybe you should see the scenery instead of me, but it's too cloudy. You cannot see the mountain. And now my used to be best friend. I keep talking about that. Yeah, she's a farmer now somewhere in Bali. Oh, they are fertilizing the oranges, because if it's not gonna be good, the oranges. But there's so many oranges actually, but not here at the place. I will show you, maybe, I don't know. I got lost yesterday. Yeah, that, because well, if I've never been to the place, it's kind of hard like to navigate. And even though I use Google Maps, the signal was lost there. GPS signal lost. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm so fucking hungry. There's no food at home. There's only lies, there's only fears, there's only tears. There is no love here. There's no love and no food and only bullshit. Just like Kyle. Yeah, I'm crying again, like a baby. And I always hate people who just judge me by my appearance. Well, you are so pretty. Your life must be fucking easy. Fuck you, I wish. Parent doesn't even love me. Actually, my mom kinda love me, but well, because my dad isn't, so she has to not love me so that she will be loved by my dad. Yeah, they're like contemplating always to hate me because I'm always asking too much of that religion that fucking making no sense. I don't get it. It's making no sense. And actually, it's the rightful way to live, that you only depend on your man doing nothing, because your heaven is on your husband's feet. Fuck that fucking religion. Oh yeah, and then they always brainwashing people to make so many kids they cannot afford, and then they blaming the kids. Why aren't you being someone? Well, it's hard to being someone when you don't give proper nutrition to your kids. You think the kids like born and then they're gonna be successful. You first to have to be successful parents, like supportive of their dreams and wants. It's like it's so easy to for parents to blame their kids if they're a failure, but do they ever think that they themselves is a fucking failure? There's someone, and I'm crazy.